Hello guys, welcome back. Today's video is a very interesting edition here. I know it's just like a few people who are going to be interested in this topic, but I don't know if you have actually come across it before. You've been hearing about the Evap system. Today is the D-Day for the Evap system. And one of the car that actually make it to the top line to explain this to me the way no other car has explained is no other car but Ford Ranger. Before I flip the camera, I want to tell you guys interesting story. I got this car yesterday. A customer of mine, he just got the car, and I'm asked to fill a couple of things. Now when I filled it, I fixed it, I drove the car home, and it was giving me the quotation of the gas mileage maximum MPG I'm going to get, right? Miles per gallon. So, but something struck me today. After driving it to my garage, I left this car for like about, we were working on it for like about 3 hours, 4 hours. Then after the 4 hours, I decided to make a test drive. Now, that is where the shocking revelation started coming in. In that morning, I didn't recollect vividly that it was at 150 MPG. That was the last record. But when I left it override, like about 4 to 5 hours, it came back giving me 175 MPG, and I was shocked. Like, what the hell? And the gauge, instead of going down, was the gauge seemed to be where it is, and it seemed like I'm like, what the hell is going on? So let me flip the camera and show you guys. Now, it is at 155. So if suppose I have more time with this very car right now, this is where things get a little bit more interesting. Why? Because all this while I've been driving different cars, including my own car, my Evap system is not being punchy like this very Evap. And the reason there is that this very car here, if you take a look at the mileage correctly, it has not been resetted. This is not trip counter. So this is like 6,520. This is near to brand new car, guys. So every of the system, aside this ABS light that pops up here, is working as it should. Now, so I'm blown away, but at last when I started thinking about this, I realized that it's only one set of system in the automotive system that can actually be able to do this. That gauge you see right there, that is where the gauge has been since I picked this car, and I've been driving all over the place. So this kind of got me feeling like, I mean, a lot of people say that Toyota have the best car gas mileage, but Ford is making me to think twice about that statement. You know, that's seeming like a sweeping statement that doesn't really stand up for its reputation. Because right now, if I had any money extra, I'm gonna be going ahead to get some new Evap for my car, because I want exactly this. I mean, I really want this. You know, if you don't understand what it means, well, let me flip it a little bit so you guys can be able to feel it with me. Now, one thing I want you guys to understand here is the Evap critical role in saving your fuel economy. This proves it. I've been vlogging about what takes too much fuel in your car, and I've been actually not giving the Evap the right teachings that it deserves. Most of the time I actually covered it in the topic, but I was covering it without having the feel, having the real encounter like I am having on this very Ford Ranger 2014 model here. So today I am really so much excited that I've been teaching my followers, my subscribers, came into reality with this very Ford here. I mean, it is so shocking, guys. I wish you guys could be able to feel it for yourself. When I mean you need to feel this for yourself is when you're driving into a lot of places and the fuel gauge is just exactly where it is, and you're like, you're like having that feeling like, is this gas gauge, is it really doing its job, or is it giving me a false reading? What exactly is going on? Why is my gas gauge not working? So this is a break. I mean, this is in a whole new knowledge for me, because I have driven so many cars and I'm seeing this. Though why this become very crystal clear is because I am seeing the estimation here. So as you're seeing it on 53 right now, if I leave this car if I park where I'm gonna park right now, all right, and I shut this car off, and I allow it to sit for like 3 to 4 hours, what's gonna happen? The evap is gonna start putting back all the captured vapor, fuel vapor that's supposed to be escaped into the atmosphere and cause a pollution in our environment. And all that capturing that it does and storing them in a charcoal canister, this is a miraculous and spectacular feeling, guys. I wish you guys could understand exactly what I'm saying by this. Why? Because when I'm vlogging about how the fuel vapor gets stored in the charcoal canister, right, I am actually vlogging about that without having a lot of experience about that. But today, my working on this car have actually given me that real exposure to give you guys nothing but the absolute truth that is behind the evap system collecting the fuel vapors and fumes that are supposed to be exposed to the atmosphere or our environment and captured and stored safely in the charcoal canister, and just in the right time, which is that time when your car is resting after a while driving, it brings it back into the system again and take it back into the system, into the combustion chamber, release it into the combustion chamber, and within this very level here, your fuel is just at where it is, because at that very moment what your car is literally driving is the fuel vapor that is supposed to be jetted into the atmosphere if your evap system and the charcoal canister and all the components about the evap system is not intact. So this time you are literally driving the vapor, the fuel vapor, instead of driving your gasoline. And that is where a whole lot of fuel and better gas smiley kicks in without you knowing. So why I said that this is not so obvious is because most cars that are not estimating how many miles per gallon that your car is using wouldn't let you to track properly if the evap system is doing their job or not. Because I have been inside a lot of different cars, and to some point where I see that the gauge is not really moving that much and the car is driving all over the place a long distance and the gauge is still standing still. So it was some sort of some kind of experience that kept me wondering and combing the whole place, like, is this car not using gasoline? Even though I know the rules about a stoichiometric ratio that the fuel system is supposed to be having like 1 part of fuel to 14.7 part of air, which is how the air combines with the fuel to combust. But still, you need to have this experience to be able to understand how the system properly works. So it is a lovely experience, and it's more lovelier when your car have a healthy evap system and it's working to save you a whole lot on a gas mileage. Why I'm saying this, on the other hand, is a lot of cars, a lot of vehicles in Nigeria, evap system has been stripped off, and yet most of them are combing the whole place trying to know the reason why their car doesn't have a very good fuel economy. Anyway, I really feel good. I feel good to experience this at least once upon a time in a lifetime, right? Because when you have those kind of feelings, sometimes when you experience some of those things which you have been studying and trying to solve, those kind of a problem you're trying to get the solution to, and you have an opportunity to have a feel of what it is like, I mean, the result is like, it's going to motivate you with money involved or without money involved. You're going to teach it to people, you're going to share it with people whom you are very much pleased with sharing it with. Like at this very moment where I'm sharing this knowledge with you guys, my channel was demonetized about 5 months ago. Up to now, my channel is still currently demonetized. So how do I fund my channel? How do I keep up the vibe, knowing fully well that what I use to generate the revenue which I use in making the videos I'm posting and sharing the information with you guys to use to fix your car for free is down? So guys, notwithstanding, my spirit is not down. That's why if you know any way you can use to support me financially in the vast of core knowledge about fixing different cars problems that have been throwing up in the air for you guys, then it's a welcome idea, guys. Thank you for watching today's video. Right now, I believe you have witnessed how the Evap system saves you a lot of fuel from my explanation and from my experience with this Ford Ranger. Thank you for watching. I'll see you some other time. I remain your host, Dr. Cool Auto Fit. Bye for now.